With the start of the 2024-25 Premier League season right around the corner, I thought I'd do a quick video going over what's changed for this year's official Fantasy Premier League campaign. So obviously Fantasy Premier League is just a bit of fun to do with your friends. I have a league with me and my friends and we have a good time with it every year. I'm not the best compared to them, but I do understand how the game works and I just want to walk through what's actually changed for this year. So in general, guys, my general piece of advice when it comes to fantasy football, first of all, is just have a bit of fun. You know, I do love using the official Premier League website for this. I'm sure there's plenty of third-party ones like Sky Sports and stuff that do it, but no one does it as well as the official FPL, in my opinion. I think that's the best way to do it. And when it comes to actually playing the game, for me, I always tend to invest a lot of my money, mainly actually surprisingly in midfielders. Midfielders is where it's at for me. You get 5 choices for midfielders. You can start all of them pretty much depending on your formation as well. And they are more liable to get quite a few goals and they get more points per goal than what strikers do. And they're also liable to get quite a few assists, man of the match, things like that. You also get a bonus point as well for a clean sheet. I don't put as much of an emphasis on strikers, but I usually have quite a good one. So a general kind of banker really when it comes to that. So Haaland's obviously the main example really of that, one of the most shining beacons really in the last few years, particularly a couple of seasons ago. The guy was unstoppable. Still is, to be fair, but wasn't quite on the same level last season because they're injured. But anyway, that's a discussion about one player. Let's keep it FPL. Let's see. So when it comes to the rest of the squad as well, I usually stick with the worst goalkeeper really. You can get the cheapest one you can get that plays regularly. And for defenders, I might have 1 or 2 expensive ones in there like Kieran Trippier, but always keep it emphasised on goals. They got to be scoring goals and they got to be getting assists. You know, Rodri is a fantastic footballer, but I personally would not put him in my fantasy Premier League side because he doesn't score that much, even though he is of course a world-class player. But what's changed for 24-25? Well, there are some new rule changes that could really shake things up, and the first one is to do with free transfers. So basically every weekend before, you used to get an extra free transfer, but the maximum free transfers you could actually accumulate was 2. But that's changed for this season. Now you can accumulate not 3, not 4, but 5 of them. So if you want to save up those free transfers, definitely do it. That'll save you having to use something like a free hit or a wild card instead. You can just do a bunch of transfers without having to use one of your bonuses. Speaking of the bonuses, the mystery chip is a new bonus that has been introduced. Well, let's see what the official Fantasy Premier League side says. Well, it says, what will it do? You'll have to wait and see. All will be revealed ahead of January 2025 so that you can plan ahead before the chip becomes playable in January. So we don't know what it's going to do. You know, answers on a postcard, guesses in the comments. Let us know what you think about that. But yeah, it could well really shake things up, to be honest. Other things that have changed, the pitch design has changed for the overall UI. Very nice, Premier League. Good to see that. I mean, I'll be honest, it kind of looks the same, really. Sorry, guys, I just want to say that. But anyway, looks good. Never looked bad, to be fair. The point system has changed a little bit as well. So the points scored for each goal scored by a goalkeeper has been increased this season from 6 to 10. That's not liable to happen very often. You might get 1 in the season, but that's about it, and it's pretty rare at that. And so if you get lucky, then fair play. There's also some changes being made to the bonus point system, aka it's not beats per second. We're not measuring their heart rate. Firstly, saving a penalty will be reduced from 15 to 9 BPS for a goalkeeper. There are also new additions to the BPS, so the players will be rewarded or penalised for different actions. Goalkeepers and defenders conceding a goal will be worth -4. Wow, so that's a big punishment, that, compared to what I think it was 2 before. I mean, that was only after like the first 2. A goal line clearance will be worth 3 BPS. Interesting, so that's rewarding centre backs more. A foul won will be worth 1 BPS. Interesting, so if you're, I don't know, a Cole Palmer or someone like a tricky winger like a Doku, you could be getting quite a few points for that. And a shot on target of any kind will be worth 2 BPS. That really shakes things up as well. So not necessarily the strikers or midfielders or defenders that have lots of shots, but it's lots of goals. It's the ones who also get lots of shots on target too. So there we go. those are the changes really with the FPL this season. What do you think about them, guys? I think that could shake things up massively. That'll really throw a spanner in the work and really increase the unpredictability, because we've kind of been set in our ways for the longest time with the Premier League fantasy football system, but it's going to all change this time. So you're looking forward to it, guys? Let us know in the comments below. And of course, keep it subscribed, follow, comment, share, like, and ring the bell as well to see much more football content here on thefootballchronicle.com.